Alright, so welcome back to another episode of Here's How I Black Border. This time we're going to be going on the map Covered Garden. This is the last of the intermediate maps I have to do. This also was a community-made map when NinjaQ held that map creator competition a long time ago. Dark Dungeons was also another map that kind of won this, but I mean, even though it is a community-made map, I'm going to be honest with you guys, I don't really like this map too much. I mean, it's mainly just kind of the gimmick, not being able to access your towers sometimes when you know it's being covered by the glass pane here. It's kind of frustrating and annoying too, because there are some situations where you are able to actually be able to afford your upgrades, but unfortunately you're not able to access that tower to be able to upgrade it. So sometimes you may have to waste money on another tower, another square that you might just either end up selling, that, you know, could have been invested into like meaningful kind of upgrades. Now, not to say that this isn't a well-made map. This is a pretty well-made map, and I do shout out to the person that did make this. I can't remember who it was, as this competition was held a really long time ago, probably like over a year ago, now kind of at this point. So can't remember who was the person who actually made this map. Also, I can't remember who made the Dark Dungeons map. Those two were the maps that won. I think there was a third map that won, but I don't know if it got added into the game yet. NinjaQ did take a while to add in both Dark Dungeons and Covered Garden, even after the competition ended. Then, you know, that's fair. NinjaQ always does like take their time updates, and of course there's nothing wrong with that. Round 10 here, I think I might have to use the ability, and I'm just kind of hoping I can solo up until I can actually access Ninja again to kind of upgrade it. And so this is why I don't really like this map. You know, you do have to wait quite a bit before you're actually able to access your towers if you don't want to like spread out all your towers upon these 4 squares. Hopefully we can beat this round. Yellows might be an issue. Nope, we're good. Okay, so we should be fine with 10201, and so I think I'll just do this into Alchemist. And I think that should honestly be able to get us up until double shot. We're gonna be going for a pretty standard strategy today, just like, you know, Ninja Alch into Apache Prime. We're gonna be putting Apache Prime kind of on the outside so I can access it if I need to. And so really, I feel like only like these towers plus Alchemist is gonna be down under the glass. Once we get those towers up, I'm just gonna put all my towers here. Just that way I can access them just in case I need to. Once I do think it is an interesting map gimmick, I don't really like the fact that you're able to kind of ignore this gimmick as well. That's kind of my also main problem I had with Bloombot Factory whenever it came out for like Battles 2, was the fact that you were able to ignore the gimmick of this map with certain spots in the map. So yeah, there was that. Yeah, so I do think, you know, I mean, if I designed the map, I would remove this, even though I would hate myself for doing so, and I'm sure a lot of other people would hate me for doing that. I feel like it's just kind of better overall when a map has an interesting gimmick that you kind of have to interact with, because as it stands right now, I feel like the main strategy for this map is to ignore this whole, like, not able to accessing towers gimmick, and that's like the whole point of the map. Now, from where Alchemist is, it's gonna buff Quincy before Ninja, so I do have to get tier 4 before it actually does throw the buff onto Ninja. Hope that doesn't end up screwing me. I don't think it should, because double shot, even without Alch buff, is still pretty decent. So strong, and then I should get this up for 28. I was thinking I was gonna start with maybe Sada, but unfortunately, since the Pain round 6 starts up here and not down here, I can't put Sada right here, which is what I wanted to do. Sada right here isn't really too terrible, but I do feel like there are better curves, so I figured Quincy would just be better straight up. Plus, Quincy's not too bad late game either. Round 27 might be a problem round, since we don't have Brew up yet. So I'll see if I need Quincy's ability. I don't think we should. We're already close to Jitsu. I'm actually gonna get Brew up first before Jitsu. Then after this, we're gonna go for Jitsu. Then we're gonna go for tier 4 Alch buff, and then we're gonna start working on our kind of main defense, which is gonna be A Prime. And then after A Prime, probably just get general support, because I think A Prime is strong enough to be able to solo on this map. You see, this is kind of what I mean right here. I have like almost 4K, and then, you know, I could buy Jitsu right now, but I'm not able to, which kind of might screw me for 36. This is a bit of a struggle round. I think we should be fine. Quincy's level 3. I do want to save for the last wave, because the last wave is the largest of them all. So I'll use it now, and that should be enough. Alright, Jitsu now, and we should be fine up until tier 4. Alright, tier 4 has been acquired, so then honestly next I could go for double discount, but the only problem is since I'm kind of putting everything kind of in a line here, we might not be able to discount a whole lot. And I'm not really sure what support I actually do want to get. Of course, I do want to get something like, you know, Mud Glue, Sabo, I definitely do need a MIB for DDTs, as A prime's not too good against those. So I think I'll put A prime, I think here is a fine spot. Mob should be no problem. Easy. And it's a pretty chill map kind of overall. Like early game, I feel like is kind of the hardest part of this setup, because late game you definitely do want to be putting your towers here just so you're able to kind of access them if you need to, especially for something like, you know, mortar or any micro heavy towers like helicopter, for example, as you may need to put it on follow mouse just in case. I could put this here. No, I'll put village up here. All right, dart ship has been acquired on round 56, a pretty early dart ship if I do say so myself, and this could kind of just go show how good Ninja Alk is as a combo. It's unfortunate that in battles too, this combo, well, it's pretty good late game. It's early game, it's just kind of meh, but I mean, still kind of it's a fun strategy. Kind of use like Ninja Alk Heli or Ninja Alk Sniper, kind of one of those two. Unfortunately, Quincy's not really doing too much. Only got like 2k pops this late to the game. But I mean, Quincy's kind of utility and support late game, I think, will pay dividends. Of course, I am hoping that Darship is able to solo all the way up until Prime, which we should be able to afford maybe by the early 80s. Or maybe even before then, who knows. It was when I was able to do it on Impalpable, but I did have Monkey Town kind of helping out generate more cash in that game mode. Seems that 76 is a bit of a problem around. The Camel Wave might prove to be a problem, thankfully again. Quincy OP with his arrows. And we're only like 8k away from Prime, so it seems like we are going to be able to just barely afford it before round 80. Camel Wave coming in, just going to use level 10, clear that real quickly. 79 shouldn't be too much of a problem. The BFBs I don't think should be too much of an issue for Dart Ship. If not, I do always have Quincy's level 3, and Quincy's like, what, like 15 or 16 at this point, so he should be doing some pretty decent damage by now. All right, Prime has been acquired. Next, we'll go for MIB. Then we're gonna go for Overclock. All right, so MIB has been acquired. Put Overclock. I guess here's fine. I guess it would be able to hit here, so I guess I'll put it here. Just for kind of maybe de-lighting and decamo. Also, shout out to anyone who knows what this is referencing. All right, OC has been acquired on 85. Next things on the list, so I guess I'll get down a Relentless Glue, as Relentless Glue is pretty OP. I honestly think I can just save up the money from there, as I don't see any other palm rounds aside from maybe around 90, from, I mean 95. 99 might prove an issue with fortified DTs, but I mean, with OC, we should be fine. Also, the spot I had to put Relentless Glue to get it under camo is a bit awkward, but nothing I can really do about that. And then I kind of just hold on to the money and see what else I would need to spend on. I don't really think there's anything else I would need to spend money on, as yeah, around 90 just got melted there. DTs barely even got into the track. All right, 95 is coming. Not going to use Overclock yet. I'll wait until DTs enter the screen, just so it's up kind of for as long as possible here. This round shouldn't be too difficult kind of at all. Should be a pretty easy round. Looks like I was right about that. 98 might prove to be a bit of an issue, but I do believe in the A prime, so we should be fine with what we have on screen. Okay, so I'm not going to use Overclock yet. I'll just keep it up for the beginning of 99, or 98 I mean. I also realized I do kind of want to have OC up for 99, so I do want to make sure that I kind of save the ability for then. So I kind of hope that A prime doesn't actually kill the round too quickly. So once the Overclock wears off, I don't think I'll use it again. Okay, so Overclock wore off. All the ZOMGs are down, so it's just all the fortified BFBs. If they get too far, I do have Quincy's level 3 and level 10, and it seems that neither of those will be necessary. And then around 100, I do believe that A prime does have enough bad DPS, so it should be fine in that regard. If not, Quincy is pretty good when it comes to mob DPS. FDT's actually made it decently far. And so it seems that we'll end this challenge off with like 50k left. Not too bad. So I guess if you do want to copy this strategy, you could afford a whole extra tier 5 if you wanted to. Right, have Overclock up. It's popping pretty late, but I think it should be fine. I think I used level 10 prematurely there, but I think we're kind of fine with cleaning up ZMGs. Yep. Actually, we're just shy of 50k, like 49.7.4. So yeah, that was that. That was Cover Garden Chimps. You know, even though it wasn't really too bad kind of doing this, I still don't really like playing on this map too much. I mean, the gimmick is like, it's interesting, it's cool, I guess, but I mean, I do like to be able to have access to my towers kind of all the time. So yeah, that was that. This was the last intermediate map that I actually had to do before I move on to the advanced. Definitely not looking forward to X Factor or Erosion. Even though I haven't played Erosion yet, I have seen some people play this, and it does seem pretty interesting if I do have to say so myself. So don't be surprised if there is a delay of uploads between the next couple of episodes of this.